So everybody, let's go ahead and get started. Wait for Master McLeod to get his belt on really quickly. He's almost done. And everybody else, let's stand up. I see Jack Davis is coming in. All right, so we're gonna face the flags. And get your feet together. Chariot. Kyunna. Facing me. Chariot. Kyunna. Taekwon. All right, we're gonna start with a little bit of a warm-up. So, starting out with jumping jacks. And begin. And feet apart, straight forward down. And over to the left. And the other side. And down to the middle. And up, making a long walking stance toward the mirrors. And the other side. And facing the front once more, keep your feet apart, down to the middle. Hana, do, sen, nen, dasu, yasu. And over to the right. Hana, do, sen, nen, dasu. And the other side. Hana, do, sen, nen, dasu. And up. Now keeping your feet where they are. This next stretch is probably the one that gets the most confusion, but it is a really helpful stretch. So I do want you guys to try it. You're gonna have one leg straight, the other one bent. Both of your heels, here's the trick. Both of your heels are on the floor. If I'm not flexible enough and I try to go really far down, my heel comes up. This leg, the heel comes up off the floor. So just don't go so far down. If you're super flexible, you might have your rear end almost on the floor. It's all how flexible you are. And switch your sides. So you'll feel this stretch on the inside of your legs. And switch again. Now, the leg that's bent, I want you to try to turn that knee out. It's not about the foot, it's about where the knee is pointing. And if you can turn the knee out, you'll feel a little more stretch. And the other side. So I like to leave my elbow on that knee, and I'm just pushing with my elbow. And up. All right, everybody, sitting down on the floor, butterfly stretch. Feet are together, pressing down on your knees. And if you want, you can lean forward, your chest or your face toward your feet. Try to relax your knees down. As you're sitting here, if you feel your legs continue to relax, that's good. Just let the gravity help you out. And up. Both legs straight out in front, hands down on your shins, and walk them toward your toes. Keep your legs straight. And up, take one leg and bend it. You're gonna bring your chest down to the knee of the bent leg. You'll feel the stretch on the back of your leg, kind of the part that you're sitting on. And now up, going down to that straight leg. This is a different stretch from the one where we had both of our legs together. And up, turning toward the back. Depending on where you're flexible, you may feel this on the straight leg. On the inside of the straight leg, you may feel it in your back. You may feel it in your shoulders. Or if you're very flexible, you might not feel it at all. And to the front, switch your feet. Again, chest to your bent leg. I'm going to make sure that I'm on screen for you. Chest to your bent leg and down. And up, down to that straight leg. If you're very flexible, or if you want, you can pull your toes back grab onto your foot and stretch the back of your leg. Margaret, did you get Jack? He joined us? Jack Davis, red belt? Turning to the back. And to the front, both legs straight out once more. Give your legs a little bit of a shake. You want them to be loose when you're stretching, so when I stretch forward, the tops of my thighs are soft. I don't want them to be really tight. I don't want the muscle working, and I lean forward and down. And up. Now we're going to do sit-ups, and since we're not accustomed to doing sit-ups, we're just going to do 15 on your own count. Ready? Begin. Margaret missed the sit-ups, she's just joined us. So we're going to do push-ups, same thing, 15 push-ups on your own count. Begin. And when you're done, stand up. Excellent, really good. So they say that scientifically 30 push-ups and sit-ups gives you the most benefit for your effort. We normally do that during class, but since I haven't asked you that, Master Meany hasn't been asking you that, I'm being generous. Some of you may be doing push-ups and sit-ups all the time anyway. All right, and left foot forward fighting stance, jump. From here, stepping forward. This is front kick. I'm going to mute everybody. Looks like Master McLeod already had it. All right, stepping forward to the front kick. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Fighting stance turn. Make sure your hands are up. Now, Home and Sammy, let me see your front kicks. Ready? Hana. Do. Where are your hands? Set. Net. Fighting stance turn. All right, now let me see a really good fighting stance. That means no pushing. Boys, now Home and Sammy, there is no, stop it. This is not the place for pushing. I want to see fighting stance from both of you now. Is that a tongue you're sticking out? I really can see you. You're wasting everybody's time. We have lots of kicking and punching to do. A lot of people are waiting on you, so fighting stance, that's good. Now front kick again. Head on. Do. Set. Net. Fighting stance turn. Head on. Do. Set. Net. Fighting stance turn. Front kick and one punch. That's front kick, punch, same side. Hana. Do. Just the one punch. Set. Net. Fighting stance turn. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Fighting stance turn. So Master Meany usually goes from a single front kick to front kick and two punches. We'll do that now, but I do what you're accustomed to doing. Might get changed up. So front kick and two punches. Hana. Do. Reach with that second punch. Say. Net. Fighting stance turn. Hana. Do. Set. Net. Fighting stance turn. So I want to do that again. I want you to watch what I'm doing. I'm seeing a lot of people on that reverse punch. They are doing one of a few things. Sometimes people are hooking. So if I'm punching right toward you, If my punch comes around this way, I'm gonna hit the corner of my fist first. That's gonna hurt my hand a lot more than if I come straight in. The other thing is, you really, really, really need to reach. Do you see how far back this shoulder is from this shoulder? It might be hard to see. I'm gonna turn sideways. When I punch, look how much of my front you can see. That's really gonna give reach. Charlotte, if you come here, the value to this is, if I just go like this, I'm not reaching her. Once I turn more, I've reached her. That's what you want. And you know what happens also? When your body's already turning, you're ready for the turning kick off the back leg. So it's gonna lead naturally into that kick. I want your punch to be better. We've got a lot of higher ranks. And so this is a chance for you to get that. All right, everybody back to where you started. We're gonna do front kick, 2 punches. Remember to turn your body on that second punch. Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Say! Oh! Ne! Oh! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Say! Oh! Ne! Oh! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Skipping front kick. I do want to say one thing before we leave this. Beware of rolling your shoulder over. I'm exaggerating, but I see some of my senior belts at the blue belt, red belt level, turning, even black belt level, turning that shoulder over a bit. You want to make sure that shoulder is dropped and back, because once you turn over, you start to get into injury areas. You can injure yourself more than the other guy. All right, skipping front kick, ready, fighting stance, and hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! And turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Now, skipping front kick, then reverse punch. Kicking. Punching. Turn that body. Accelerate that punch. Make it devastating. Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Now, skipping front kick, reverse punch, front turning kick. Your body's already going that way. Now you're just going to give them the kick that you wanted to give them anyway. Skipping front kick, punch, turning kick. Hana! Oh! Oh! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Do! Oh! Turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Turn. Oh! Do! Oh! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Now it's just the turning kick with the rear leg. Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Sai! Oh! Ne! Oh no! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Sai! Oh! Ne! Oh! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Now I want you to do the same kick. I want you to go a little bit higher. So if you can kick head height, great. Otherwise, I want you to give me a higher level kick. Hana! Oh, look at that, Matthew. Do! Oh! Sai! Oh! Ne! Oh! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Hana! Oh! Do! Oh! Sai! Oh! Ne! Oh! Fighting stance turn. Oh! Good. I like some of you were really able to get more height, and that's great. Now what I want you to do, you're going to do your favorite height kick, but I want you to kick hard and fast. So the count is going to stay the same pace, but your kick is going to accelerate at the end, and so if you were hitting something, it would be much more power on it. So we're thinking about speed right now. Ready? Hana! Do! Set! Ne! Fighting stance, turn. Now I want you to have your upper body relaxed. Don't lead with your arms, don't move your arms first. I want you to try to keep your upper body relaxed, but have that kick be just devastating to the other guy. Ready? Hana! Do! Set! Neck! Fighting stance, turn. So some people are going to naturally kick high. Some people, like myself, are naturally going to kick to about your belt level. Whichever one those are, the more acceleration you can get, the more when you hit a pad, when you hit the bag, or if you're sparring and you hit a person, the more impact you have. If you're trying to break boards, the more impact you have. That's true of punches, kicks, blocks, everything. So it's easier to feel it with the turning kick. So now let's do skipping front turning kick. Ready, and fighting stance. Hana! Do! Set! Fighting stance, turn. Hana! Do! Set! And turn. Now, skipping front turning kick, reverse punch, and then back to your fighting stance. Hana! Do! And turn. It is easier to fire that punch off if you don't lean back too far. Keep your upper body over your hips, keep your shoulders over your hips. It's easier to balance. Skipping front turning kick, then reverse punch. Hana! Do! Turn. Hana! Do! Turn. Hana! Do! Fighting stance, turn. Now it's side kick. I want to start with step behind the front leg, side kick. Get your body in position. So, stepping, then your side kick. Hana! Do! And turn. Hana! Do! Turn. Skipping side kick. Hana! Do! Fighting stance, turn. Hana! Do! Turn. Hana! Do! Turn. Hana! Do! And turn. All right, now I would like blue belts and above doing back kick, green belts and Sammy, you can do skipping side kick. If you're comfortable doing back kick, go right ahead and do back kick, but definitely blue belts, red belts, black belts, gotta see that back kick. Ready, and hana! Do! Set! Neck! Turn! Hana! Do! Set! Neck! Fighting stance, turn. So whichever kick you're doing, in fact, even if you're doing turning kick or front kick, you don't want your arms to show everybody what you're about to do. So try to keep your arms relaxed. If you want to hold on to the collar of your uniform, that's an easy way to let your arms relax while you're kicking. I want you to do the same kick you were doing before. Pay attention to your height. It's got to be at least belt level or above. Ready? Hana! Do! Turn! Hana! Do! Fighting stance, turn. Sorry, Connor and EJ, I thought there was about to be an imminent collision right there. Better when you're both on the same foot, I guess. All right, stepping forward. We'll go on with some hand basics. Everybody back up. We're going to start left leg forward fighting stance. Chop. This is low block. Hana. Do. Set. Neck. Fighting stance, turn. Hana. Do. stance turn.
Oh.
Low block, then reverse punch. Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Net.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Net.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
Stepping forward, high block. Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Net.
Oh.
Sammy, I can't see your high block. Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
High block again. Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set. Over your head. Neck.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
High block, then reverse punch. Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
Same. Hana.
Oh.
Now home, go ahead. Let me see your block and punch. Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
L stance middle block. Remember, your body is sideways. Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh.
Turn.
Oh.
Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
So now, middle block in your L stance, reverse punch in the walking stance. That front foot's gotta move. Your walking stance is definitely wider than your L stance, whatever size you are. Stepping forward. Hana.
Oh. Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
Hana.
Oh.
That's right, Raga. Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
Well, we're in our L stance. Let's go ahead with our knife hand strike. Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
Punching in your L stance. Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn.
Oh.
EJ, drop that front shoulder. It looks really bunched up. Hana.
Oh.
Do.
Oh.
Set.
Oh.
Neck. That's better, EJ.
Oh.
Fighting stance turn. You should feel like you're working less hard because with these techniques in the L stance, you are letting gravity do a lot of the work. And when your shoulders go up, you're working extra without getting much benefit from it. All right, let's go ahead and start with some patterns. We're going to start with Chun-Ji. Everybody find a place where you can do your Chun-Ji. Jin-bi and Shija. That's right, Sammy, keep going. Yes. And Pro. All right, we're gonna go straight on into Dangun. Sammy, if you can do Sammy, if you can do Chun-Ji while Nahum does Dangun, I don't know if you have space for it, That would be ideal. Okay, good. Glad to see the thumbs up. All right, everybody has your assignment. It's done good for everybody. Sammy's going to be doing Chunji and Shijang. Hello. All right, and Dosan. Ready. So here's the thing is, if you can get comfortable going directly from one pattern into the next without too much of a break, it does help to work on your cardio. I am talking now, which is allowing you to catch your breath, but black belts, red belts, you can do all the 9 color belt patterns in 10 minutes if you just work steadily and smoothly. And in the way that when you run, if you sprint and then walk and sprint and then walk, sometimes that's more work than just a steady jog. So I view this as like a steady jog, just doing pattern after pattern. Going on to Dosan. Ready, and Sijang. So remember, until I say paro, if you finish before people, because I can see some people take a different time than others, if you were in person, I would ask you to stay together. Impossible to do right now. So if I don't say paro right away, you just stay there. Very important, especially if you happen to be a black belt. I want to see you staying frozen in your last technique. All right, we are going to go to your Wanyo. Wanyo Junbi. Go ahead, Jace. Yep. And Shijang. Sorry, Jamari. Good, and paro. Matthew, it looked like you had a lot of power, which is hard to, everybody can relax. It looked like you had a lot of power, which over Zoom is hard to illustrate, it's hard to do. So that's really great. I want you to try, your head's kind of going back and forth, especially in the second part, you're kind of going like, I'm exaggerating to help you. But if you can keep your head steady, just let it relax a little bit as you're doing the techniques, you'll get even more energy in what you're doing. All right, let's go to You'll Go. I want to actually give you, we have some time. I want to give you a chance to breathe. So let's do this. Everybody where you are, sitting stance. Take your hands, take a breath in, up over your head. When you do this, it lifts your ribs, lifts your shoulders, gets more air in and down. And in, and out, and relax. So when you're doing a pattern, you use air, of course. So because when you get to the end, you're breathing a little heavier than when you started. You can preload air into your blood by just taking a few deep breaths. As I was explaining in young adults camp last week, when I say ready and, or and Shijang, the reason for the and that is to tell people, okay, we're about to start. Now's a great time to take a big deep breath of air, to put more air into your whole body, to put more air into your system. And you might choose, if you are starting out and you're already a little out of breath, taking 2 or 3 super deep breaths, almost like you're a diver going into the water. It preloads air into your blood, so then if you intentionally breathe deeply as you do the pattern, you actually can catch your breath back. All right, enough talking. You'll go. Ready? Junbi. So Jamari, patterns are really important. When you test, patterns are going to be a big part of your test, so I want to make sure that you're comfortable with all of them. Ready? Junbi. You'll go. And 시작. And paro. Very good. All right, so we have some green belts. Green belts, I would like you to go back and do, Nahum, I saw you were doing Wanyo. I want to see Dangun for the green belts. And Sammy, I can see you know Dangun as well. Blue belts and up, we're now at Jungun. Jungun Junbi. Jason, Jamari, let's keep our hands to ourselves. Ready? Okay, Jungun, Junbi. Ready. 시작. Sammy and Nahum, you can relax. That was nice. You guys were together. When you did the end part of that pattern, you were right in sync. I like that. Hello. Just relax. Letting somebody finish up. I'm not sure what happened. I'm so glad that we have this.
Mr. McCloud, yeah.
Okay.
Are we good? What?
No sound. You can't unmute your mic?
We are, I have to say, most of the time when we lose Wi-Fi, it happens toward the end of class, for which I am grateful. We are just out of time, but I did want to do some tips for today. Now we have a whole new system. Now you guys have seen that great big board we had that was full of tips. The problem with that great big board was it got full, and so we would move some tips off and it would get full again. Now what we have is boards. I spelled the name wrong. Did you?
I spelled it wrong.
Yeah. Margaret's feeling bad, she spelled the name wrong. I'll fix it. So we have a tip. So we have tips today for, starting with Nahum. Can you clap for Nahum? And so I'm putting this on your board here. So if you can come into the school for a class, or if you come to the park or something, we will work on getting the boards to you. And we also happen to have a tip for Sammy. So it's all in the same household. So it was a blue tip for Nahum and a black one for Sammy. I'm trying to hold it so you can see the color. So this is your board that you guys will get, and then once you get the tips, you can put them on your belts. So congratulations, everybody. This is the new system for doing tips, because then we can bring this to the park with us on park days. Because definitely some people who've gotten tips have been in the park, and I'm like, don't have it with me. So this is our current solution. Let's bow out, so everybody stand up. And facing the flags, put your feet together. Chariot. Kyunna. Oh. Facing me. Chariot. Kyunna.
Taekwon.
Facing Master McCloud. Chariot. Hyungna.
Taekwon.
And to all of the black belts, Chariot, Hyungna,
Taekwon.
and lastly to Jamari, who is our head student today, Chariot, Hyungna.
Taekwon.
All right, great job everybody. We have next week, we have Zoom classes, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We have class in the park on Monday. All of those for you guys are at 6 o'clock. We have the Mighty Lions classes at 5, same days. Have a wonderful weekend. Try to stay cool. It's going to be a hot weekend. All right?